I'm going to show you how I strip these wires. Use this little tool. Get in there nice and gently. Give it a couple rotations. The idea is to cut through the plastic, maybe the metal, but not the plastic underneath. There we go. One plastic tube, one shielded cable. All right. Pull that shielding off. We'll discard that plastic and that metal wire. I did find the other metal wire that was sheared off on the floor, so I know I didn't get it in the connector. Yeah, the plastic's tougher than the metal shielding, at least from a tensile standpoint. I'm sure it doesn't shield from electromagnetism, but in there I cut that little piece of metal wire off as well. All right, let's go in there. Untwist my pairs. No, one thing different with this. We'll move on. Shouldn't have done that yet. I'm going to be attaching these. These are Cat6 Keystones from a company called VCE Link. I ordered them online. VCE 12-pack RJ45 Cat6a shielded metal keystone jacks. Shows you, I tried to source in America, but this is made in China. The cable's made in China. This is inspection qualified, so it's qualified to be inspected. I'm sure I will. And then it shows you all the devices it can be used for, and I think that's kind of hilarious because, you got projectors, and that looks like either very old film camera, motion picture camera, or a projector of some sort, and they got it on there twice, so yeah, you're not fooling anybody. So they come in that 12-pack. Each of them gets individually sealed for their protection. And you've got two items in here. You've got a cable tie. You need this. We'll put that in the pocket for now. And the actual keystone itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this keystone up. Kind of like a clamshell there. And then we're going to take this thing off. And that's what's going to get connected to this in here and crimped together. So now that we've got this stripped, we want to place this stripped wire through this cap. And that's easier said than done. Like I said, I should not have stripped this out, but I can tighten it down. Should have left the plastic on. There we go. Be careful, I got an open subfloor ripple on me. I'll have to crawl down underneath if I drop that. There we go. And because of that shielding and the width of this wire, it is a tight fit, but it'll go on. I can just rotate along with the twist. Life will be good. We'll get it all the way on again so that collar is on top of the outside shielding of the wire. There we go. Now, we can do like we did before. Pull our twisted pairs off. As far as we can with this. And then use your diagonal cutters to get in there and nip out that center support. Twist. There she goes, and hopefully that will leave us enough play. All right, same thing as before. I'm going to untwist these wires. These do not need to be flattened and straightened quite to the extent that the actual plugs need to. The male connectors are, well, we're using male pass-through connectors. I got lucky last time. As you can see, I am definitely not a pro at this. Although I've done a few of them. That's just it's cut just at the right angle that it says, no, I don't think I want to go away. I don't want to get unwound. Here, get unwound. And use this. See how we can unwind this. Green's one pretty tight. Orange not so much. Okay, all in well now. And we straighten these out, take a little bit of the curl out of them. Again, keeping the pairs close to each other. And on here, there's a wiring diagram. It's actually printed on that crimping cover. A is on the bottom, B is on the top. And you probably can't see that, but basically it gives you the code and you just wire it the way it's supposed to be, and that way it'll go into the connector the way it's supposed to be. All right, since we're sticking with the B, it says orange white, goes there. So we're gonna roll it around, put it right into its appropriate spot. This is where I would suppose that there is probably some really great punch down tool that I don't have that I should. That would really make this a lot easier. Try to get it right there in the middle and then push it down into the brackets. There we go. Orange white and then orange solid. Put it over into there. At least I have some nails. Enough to get the job done. There you go, there's orange white. And then red white. Come on, red white. And then red. Over here, blue and green are going to switch sides. And a little do-si-do. So we've got solid green. Get in there. There we go. Solid green, green, white. Make sure you leave enough space. The green's got to be far enough out of the way to get the white into its little tab. There we go. Solid blue and then blue white. Last but not least, blue, white. Pretend I'm ripping it away very quickly. That was good. All right. So now once I get that, I've got everything wired like it should, and see if blue has popped out here. It's not wanting to cooperate. So we're going to pull it back out and we're going to make it cooperate. There we go. All right, so we've got our spider. Now we're going to trim off the excess. We don't need the excess. All right, there's our connector, hopefully getting ready to go. There we go, there's the keystone. All right, so now, again, we got a color code. We're gonna match this color code with that color code, and then we basically just clamp it together. All right, so green B solid. There we go, like that. Look at it again just to make sure. Green and white. Yep. And line it up, everybody's happy. Where we're supposed to go. Sure enough. And let's do it. Get in there. With force, it says. There we go. So, forcing things in a little bit. Use some force. A little strength. All right, and then it should clamp on. Should. Okay. Using is that's the same tool I had before and just repurposing it a little differently. We'll see if I can get a crimp on it. right in there. And I'm just going to squeeze. It's not happy. It's not all the way on. All the way in. Let's try something else here. Maybe too much. Okay. Yeah, that's not clipped all the way on, but again, it didn't latch to start with. So, push again with strength. Hopefully get everything in there as tightly as we can. And cable tie. I took it and put it right around this collar. Alright, there it is. Cinch it down. Cut it off. There's your keystone. That took me a while.